Okay, Hare Krishna. So let's get started with our discussion on Gajendra Stuti. Yesterday we started discussing the word namaha. In the first shloka of Gajendra prayers, Om namo bhagavate tasmai yata cid-ātmakam puruṣāyādi-bījāya pareśāyābhidhīmahi. So namaha, we discussed about vandanam, the importance of vandanam, which is one of the 9 limbs of devotional service. And we discussed about the pranama, how to offer pranama. Sashtanga, we discussed Sashtanga pranama, Ashtanga pranama, Panchanga pranama, Ashtanga pranama. How one should offer pranama with manasa, karmana, vachasa, with mind, body, and heart. So we have to recite some, we have to utter some words, some mantras, some prayers, some shlokas while offering pranama. And in our heart, we have to think about that Lord. We have to have some feelings and emotions for the Lord. And with our eyes, before offering pranama, first we have to take darshan of the Charanaravindha and then Mukharavinda, and then you fall on the ground to offer pranama. So that's how eyes are also included. So when you have a vision of the Lord before you bow down, so eyes are also included in your pranama. Otherwise, if you don't have the vision of the Lord before you fall down on the ground, then eyes are not included. That means the pranama is not complete. The Ashtanga pranama or Panchanga pranama is not complete. So first you have to take darshan of the Lord for a few seconds and then bow down, and then you get up and take a full darshan, paying attention to each and every small detail. Okay. So when I was doing Govardhan Parikrama in Vrindavan, I noticed, and I heard this before also, the way they do pranam is very austere. Some people, the way they do pranama around the parikrama mark is they do full dandavat pranama, Sashtanga pranama throughout the parikrama marg. So they put some mat, like a yoga mat, like a foam mat. They fall on that. They do Sashtanga pranama, and then they move the mat a little ahead, and then they do another pranama. Like that continuously, they offer pranama around the parikrama marg. I don't know how long it will take. So, and some people I have seen, they also do Sashtanga pranama in the Vrajamandal parikrama, which is much bigger than Govardhan parikrama. So there is this Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami. Every day he used to offer 1000 prayers to the Lord, 1000 pranamas to the Lord, and 2000 prayers to the acharyas, the other 5 Goswamis, and then other purvacharyas. So every day 1000 pranamas to the Lord and 2000 pranamas to the acharyas. So this pranama has great significance in our bhakti. Vandanam, pranama, offering obeisances, it has great significance. Okay. Jai Śrīmad-Narayana. Hello, Naru.
Jai Śrīmad-Narayana. Doing good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
So please add anything in between if you feel like adding.
Somebody I know did it in 3 days. That parikrama you're talking about.
Sashtanga pranama around parikrama 3 days.
3 days, something like that.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So next one. So here Gajendra is offering pranama, but to whom? He's offering pranama to bhagavate. What happened here? So my screen is frozen or what? I'm not able to share the full screen. One sec. Okay, something happened to that presentation screen. I'm not able to open full screen, but anyway, you can see it. Okay. But let me see if I can go to the next slide. Yes. So who is he offering pranama to? Bhagavan. Om namo bhagavate tasmai. Tasmai means unto you. O Bhagavan, let me offer my obeisances unto you. So Bhagavan, this word Bhagavan, the definition of Bhagavan is given by Parashara Muni in Vishnu Purana. Aishwaryascha samagrasya viryascha yashaya shriyah jnana vairagya yoschaiva shannam bhaga itingana. This is the definition of Bhagavan given by Parashara Muni. So what does it say? Bhagavan is that personality who possesses 6 opulences in full, samagrasya. In this material world also, you may see people possessing some of these opulences to some extent. But Bhagavan is that personality who possesses all the 6 opulences in full. The word Bhaga itself means opulence. Vibhuti or Bhaga means opulence. Bhagavan, one who possesses Bhaga, is Bhagavan. Like Dhanavan, one who possesses wealth is Dhanavan. Vidwan, one who possesses knowledge is Vidwan. Jnanavan, Bhagyavan, one who is fortunate is Bhagyavan. Like that, Bhagavan, one who possesses Bhaga is Bhagavan. So what are the 6 opulences? Aishwarya, wealth. Wealth in full. All wealth. All the wealth in the entire creation. He is the owner of all the wealth in the entire creation. Aishwaryasya in samagra. Not in some quantity, but samagra rupena. Samagra rupena Aishwarya. And viryasya again samagra rupena. The potency, the power, the valor, the extraordinary power. The last sloka of Bhagavad Gita 18.78, Sanjaya, when he glorifies Bhagavad Gita, he says, Vijayo bhute dhruva nitir matir mama. Wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is great opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. So there Sanjaya also specifies some of these opulences. Extraordinary power, opulence. These are the 2 things that Sanjaya mentions there. So viryasya means, samagra rupena viryasya means possessing extraordinary power in full. Yasha, name and fame. Kirti, yasha, name and fame. Krishna is famous in the 3 planetary systems, in the 3 worlds, higher, middle and lower. He is most famous in all the planetary systems. Shriya. Shri can refer to, depending on the context, Shri can refer to wealth or Shri can refer to beauty also. So he is the most beautiful, most handsome. Trijagan Manasa Karshi. In the previous classes, we have discussed so many things about the beauty of Lord Krishna or Narayana, Vishnu. So Shri means beauty. So Bhagavan is that personality who possesses all beauty in this world. He is the most beautiful. Asama urdhva rupena. There is no one equal or there is no one above. Asama urdhva. Asamordhva. There is no one equal or above him. In all these, in wealth, in knowledge, in power, in beauty, he is Asamordhva. Asamordhva rupena vismapita characharam. Looking at Krishna's beauty, the chara becomes achara and achara becomes chara. How chara becomes achara and achara becomes chara? An example of achara is a mountain. The rocks and mountain, the non-moving things. When Krishna was walking in Vrindavan, the mountains or rocks, looking at Krishna's beauty, they start melting. That is achara becoming chara. Vismapita characharam. And chara becomes achara. How? An example is when Krishna was walking in Vrindavan, Yamuna Devi, or the river Yamuna, it's flowing, right? It is chara. So Yamuna gets stunned looking at the beauty of Krishna and becomes frozen. The river flow stops. So chara becomes achara. Vismarpita characharam. Asamordhva rupena vismarpita characharam. So he is most beautiful in the is the most beautiful, attracting everyone in the three planetary systems. Jnana, knowledge. He possesses knowledge in complete. Knowledge incomplete. So all the Vedas emanate from him. Not just Bhagavad Gita, but all the Vedas, they emanate from him. Where is it mentioned that Vedas emanate from him? Bhagavad Gita students. How do we know Vedas are emanating from Bhagavan? Sarita? Sarita, Mirunara? I cannot hear you.
Professor. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
You're thinking?
Yeah. Vedas. Fourth chapter.
There are many references, but I'm just giving a clue that in Bhagavad Gita, where is it mentioned that Vedas emanate from Krishna or Bhagavan? Now, if I give a clue, you will be able to tell that.
Sacrifice.
Yes. Yeah, in that section. Cycle of sacrifices.
Cycle of sacrifice.
Yeah, cycle of sacrifices. So what are the shlokas there? Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaha
Parjanya.
Yajñāt bhavanti parjanyo yajña karma samudbhavaha. Annāt bhavanti bhutani. All the living entities. Bhutani means all the living entities, they subsist on food grains. And where do the food grains come from? They come from parjanya. Parjanya means cloud or rain. Parjanyat anna sambhavaha. But where do the clouds or rains come from? They come from yajna. Yajnat bhavati parjanyo. And how is yajna performed? Yajna karma samudbhavaha. Performance of prescribed duties gives rise to yajna. Yajna is nothing but performance of prescribed duties. When Arjuna performs his duty as a Kshatriya, it is as good as performing a yajna. It is as good as sitting in the temple and performing a fire sacrifice. Yajna karma samudbhavaha. So the karma produces yajna. Yajna produces parjanya. Parjanya produces anna. And anna gives life to bhutani. But how is karma, how to perform that karma? Where is it mentioned?
Fourth chapter, Prabhuji, karma. First, we should know why we are doing that karma. We should know the knowledge of that karma.
Yeah. So where is it mentioned? That is mentioned in Vedas. That is mentioned in Vedas.
Yeah.
So karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam. So the karma is mentioned in the knowledge of karma. Karma yoga is mentioned in Vedas. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahma udbhavam. Karma brahma udbhavam. Here the word Brahma means Vedas. The word Brahma can mean many things depending on the context. When we say karma brahmodbhavam vidhi, that means karma is produced from Vedas. In other words, karma is mentioned. Details of karma are mentioned in Vedas. Karma, akarma, vikarma, sanchit karma, agami karma, prarabdha karma, aprarabdha, kuta, bija, all these things. So karma brahmodbhavam vidhi. Brahma means Vedas. So Vedas talk about karma. And here is the important thing that we are looking for. Where do the Vedas come from? Brahmakshara samudbhavam. Brahma akshara samudbhavam. Akshara means Bhagavan. Akshara means Bhagavan. Akaranam aksharosmi. Aksharanam akarosmi. Akshara means one who does not fall. One who does not fall. So Brahma akshara samudbhavam. Brahma, which is the Vedas, not the three-headed or four-headed Brahma, not even the Parabrahma, not even Brahman, but Brahma is the Vedas. Brahma akshara samudbhavam. So Bhagavan, Brahma are the Vedas. Vedas come from Bhagavan. Okay, so he's the producer of all the Vedas. He's the owner, proprietor of all the Vedas. That is about jnana. And then finally, vairagya, renunciation. Despite possessing all these 5 opulences, Bhagavan is ready to renounce everything. He's ready to renounce everything. He's ready to renounce his beauty, ready to renounce his wealth, knowledge, name and fame, ready to renounce his power, and ready to perform menial services, ready to serve his devotees in any form, in any capacity, in any in any different ways. So vairagya. So to this Bhagavan, Gajendra is offering his pranam. Why? Why is okay? Before that, this is one definition of Bhagavan, right? Given by Parāśara Muni in Vishnu Purana. There is another definition of Bhagavan are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Devādi-deva. So usually I write Supreme Personality of Godhead, but recently there was some discussion. so I'll not try to use that Supreme Personality of Godhead, but I'll try to use Devādi-deva or Bhagavan. So another definition, I mean, here I have to use the word supreme. Okay. Another definition of Bhagavan is supreme creator, supreme proprietor, supreme controller, supreme maintainer, and supreme enjoyer. One who creates the entire creation, one who is the cause of all the creation, sarva karana karanam, and one who is the owner of the entire creation. Whoever creates, definitely they own all the rights on it. So because Bhagavan created the entire creation, he is the owner also, supreme owner. And because he owns, he can control it. He is the supreme controller. And because he can control it, he can maintain also. And because he can create, own, maintain, control, he can enjoy also. He's a proprietor, so he can enjoy. So this is another definition of Bhagavan. So why Gajendra is invoking these aspects of Bhagavan, and why Gajendra is offering pranama by invoking these aspects of Bhagavan. If you see Mukundamala Stotra, none of these aspects are invoked there. The context in which Mukundamala Stotra was spoken by Kulshekara Alvar and the context here in which Gajendra chanted these mantras is different. Here Gajendra is in a difficult situation. He is in a danger. Whereas in Mukundamala Stotra, Kulshekara Alvar, there was no danger. There was no specific situation during which he recited Mukundamala Stotra. So once he was sitting in a temple, he was inspired to compose Mukundamala Stotra. He had darshan of Krishna, Mukunda, and he was inspired to compose Mukundamala Stotra. So here, the reason why Gajendra is invoking these aspects, the supreme controller, proprietor, maintainer, why he is invoking these aspects is that he tried all other different methods of protecting himself. What are the different methods that Gajendra used to protect himself? We discussed this in one of the classes.
Asking other gods, other demigods, asking relatives.
First, he used his own Shakti.
Shakti.
Yeah. He tried using his own Shakti to get out of the clutches of crocodile. That did not work. Then he turned to his family members. That also failed. Then he called out, then he thought maybe the demigods, devatas would help. Even though they are capable of helping, but they did not help. And then that's why finally he's saying that, Gajendra is saying that only you, O Bhagavan, Om Namo Bhagavate, only you, Bhagavan, who is the controller of everybody, who is the controller of me, who is the controller of my family members, who is the controller of all the devatas, only you can protect me. There's nobody else. In other words, Gajendra is saying that everyone else is part of the problem. I am being attacked by the problem, and the people who are watching, my family members, they are also being part of the problem. The devatas, even though they have the ability to help, but they are not helping, they are also becoming part of the problem. As they say, right? If you see a problem and you are not solving it, you become part of the problem. This is a famous quotation in English. So now when somebody is in the problem, the only rescue is from outside the problem. When somebody is within the problem, a person who is not within the problem, but a person who is outside the problem only can help. If somebody is drowning in the ocean, who can help? Not a person who is also drowning in the ocean, but only that person who is outside the ocean can help. So Albert Einstein said something very philosophical on the same lines, that a problem that is created with a particular consciousness cannot be solved with the same consciousness with which it is created. So the problem that Gajendra is facing is created by material nature, Prakriti. Can solve. I got an alert here saying that my connection is on. Are you able to hear me properly?
No, Prabhuji, it's breaking.
Breaking?
Yeah.
Okay. Even now? Even now? Okay. So let me. There's no power here. There's no power here. I am dependent on the hotspot from the phone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So when the phone call comes, then everything works. Okay. So what are we discussing? Yeah, about Albert Einstein, right? Einstein Katha. So Einstein said that it's a beautiful philosophical thing. So Gajendra, that's why Gajendra is calling out to Bhagavan, who is outside this problem. He's a controller of everything. He's a controller of himself. He's a controller of the crocodile also. That's why only he can solve it. Okay. So what else? What else can we talk about Bhagavan? Lavani garu, మీరు చెప్తారా భగవాన్ గురించి?
Yes. Yes. So, Bhagava. Okay. Bhagava is like you were saying, right? Because he has qualities, he's become Bhagavan.
Yeah.
Like if you have Aishwaryam, you are Aishwaryavan.
Yeah.
Whatever you become that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bhagava are the three letters that are the three aksharams that are defining what Bhagava has.
Yeah, I heard this too. Yes.
So there are 6 gunas, Shad gunas, that Perumal has in its entirety. Okay. Jnana, Bala, Shakti, Veerya, Tejas. Okay. Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Veerya, Shakti, Tejas. Jnana.
Vairagya.
Huh?
Vairagya. Jnana Vairagya.
So here
Bala,
Jnana,
Shakti, both are same.
Veerya, Shakti, Tejas. Veerya, Shakti, Tejas. Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Veerya, Shakti, Tejas. Okay. These are the 6 gunas he has in complete. Ba represents the first 2. Jnana, Bala. Jnana, Bala. Aishwarya, Veerya is Ga. 2 gunas for Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Veerya. Shakti, Tejas. are represented by Va. Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Shakti, Tejas. And
But
these are the Shakti,
but
Tejas.
Shakti, Virya, and Bala, they are the same, right?
Jnana, Bala.
Oh, Jnana Bala.
Aishwarya,
Jnana Bala. Okay.
Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Shakti, Tejas, 6 gunas.
Hmm.
And Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. He has complete Aishwaryam. Viryasya Yasya Saha Shriyaha Jnanam Vairagyayo Sachaiva Shannam Bhaga Itirina. Like this, I think Bhagavatam Shlokam, this one. So he is like the Shadguna Paripurna. So these only if you have these qualities you can call him Bhagavan. Even if somebody names themselves as Bhagavan, they don't become Bhagavan unless they have these 6 qualities. Like he was saying, right? So everybody will have, like, Tejas, Aishwaryam. Everybody will have in some capacity. Itara devatas also have them in some capacity. But Paripurnam only Bhagavan has, and there is only one Bhagavan. Like that. So we have to know that. And the who is Bhagavan means we talk about, what do we talk when we are talking about Bhagavan? We are only talking about his Kalyana Gunams. Kalyana Gunams. And Shriyatvam, he is beautiful, yes, I agree. But Shriyatvam is, if you go through Vishnu Purana Vyakhyanam, Shriyatvam actually whoever has Lakshmi.
Yeah.
In Parasara Bhattar's Vyakhyanam also, if you see, Shriyatvam is whoever has Mahalakshmi. That is whoever has Mahalakshmi is Bhagavan.
Yeah. Whoever has Mahalakshmi means wealth.
Shriyaha.
Yeah.
Shriyapatitvam is one of his characteristics. Like, if you say to prove somebody as God, he should have Lakshmi as his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very, what do I say, very plain way of putting it, not either. But whoever has Mahalakshmi is the Bhagavan.
Yeah,
So
that's very specific. These things are
in
little abstract,
what
but this
we
is very,
learned.
I mean, other things having all knowledge, beauty, power, etc. They are little abstract, but this one having Lakshmi, Shriyapati, this is like very specific thing.
Yeah. That is very important. One of the main gunas of Bhagava. Aishwaryam, Shriyapatitvam. That one is very important. Shriyapatitvam. I think Bhagavatam Shlokam, this one is. I have to check where it comes. I forgot where.
Samagrasya, that one?
Yeah. Aishwarya se Samagrasya.
That is Vishnu Purana.
Vishnu Purana. Okay, yeah, Vishnu Purana.
Vishnu Purana.
Yeah. That's an audience understanding from whatever we learned from Upanyasams and for some one of the Vyakhyanams I was doing. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Like Bhagavan, Atmavan also same one from the Bhagavan, Atmavan. Atmavan means
Atmavan. Yeah, he's the Atmavan. Atmavan can mean two things, right? One is we are also Atmavan. We have Atma. We have our own individual soul. We are you can say that you are the owner of your Atma. But who is the ultimate owner of all the Atmas? Bhagavan.
Bhagavan.
Yeah. So we are, there is a chapter in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. So Kshetrajna that means the knower of the Kshetra. The knower of the Kshetra. You are aware of your own Kshetra, your own body. You are aware of your consciousness. So your awareness is only limited to yourself. But Bhagavan is also Kshetrajna, but he has awareness of all the kshetras. He has awareness of all the jivas, all the atmas. So Bhagavan, in that context, Bhagavan can also be called as Atmavan, the knower of all the atmas, the knower of all the consciousness. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bhagavan is like we were doing the 16 Kalyana Gunams of Sri Rama, and we said Sri Rama is Atmavan. Is somebody who has a very notable manas, like like somebody who has a great heart. And also one more thing, Atmavan means somebody who has lot of dhairyam. Like even when there are adversities, you are like you are undisturbed by these kind of situations.
Yeah.
And Paramatma is also Atmavan, right? Anyways, because all the Atmas are his, and we
Yes.
all belong to him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Mataji, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When you mentioned that bha, ga, and man, when you said bha means gyan and bal, is that a bha as a word in itself or the sound?
That's it. So in our literature, every aksharam, is the root word. Like you want to talk eventually about anything about jnanam or balam, it starts with the letter bha. Like that will be the root word, root aksharam.
Okay, got
The
it.
root aksharam.
Interesting.
So yeah. Buddhi, and any of those things that are related with buddhi and jnanam you can trace back to this bha.
Is it then Bijaksharam? No.
Yeah, ante they are represented by this aksharam.
Okay.
Yeah, they're represented by this aksharam.
These are not bijaksharams, but a syllable. Okay, one syllable you can say, one aksharam, one syllable. Okay, so the next word in the shloka is actually related to Atma. Yata cid-ātmakam. Om namo bhagavate tasmai yata cid-ātmakam. Now Gajendra is talking about more detailed aspects of Bhagavan. Cid-ātmakam. That's another feature of the Lord. Cid-ātmakam. Chit. Chit means the spiritual energy. So material nature or material energy is not Chit Shakti. It is not spiritual. It is inert and dull. But the Chit Shakti is only present in the Atma, in the soul. So all the souls, they, in one sense, they are individual, they are eternal. Eternal means nobody created them, nobody can destroy them. No beginning, no end. That means in one sense we can say that even Krishna also did not create the souls. But at the same time, the soul or the Jivatma cannot exist without Paramatma. Just like how sun rays cannot exist without sun. Similarly, even in the spiritual world, Jivatmas cannot exist without Paramatma or Bhagavan. So cid-ātmakam. Cid-ātmakam means all the spiritual souls come from him, and that is one meaning. Another meaning is this individual body itself. This individual body itself is useless without the soul. And the soul cannot do anything without the super soul. So Krishna is controlling the body in two ways. is controlling the Atma. Without him, Atma cannot do anything. And indirectly, it is our own Atma which moves the body. Just like the same example, sun and sun rays, right? So sun rays, they depend on the sun, but the sun does not depend on the sun rays. Similarly, Atma depends on Paramatma, but Paramatma does not depend on Atma. The body depends on Atma and the Atma depends on Paramatma. So here, by saying cid-ātmakam, yata etac cid-ātmakam, Gajendra is saying that, oh my Lord, the body is being chewed by the crocodile. But the pain, the pain is only to the body, but not to the Atma. But not to the Atma which is inside the body. So this Atma or my Atma belongs to you. So please protect me. Because you are the controller of this Atma. Even though my Atma is not subject to the pain, but I'm still in this conditioned state. I'm still feeling some pain. And because you are the controller of my Atma also, so you protect me. I'm asking the source of all the Atmas, which is you, O Bhagavan. Because my Atma cannot protect my body. So only that Atma which is controlled by the Paramatma can protect. So this is cid-ātmakam. See, in one sense, the body is dependent on Atma, our individual Atma. But at the same time, Atma cannot protect the body. It is only Paramatma on who this Atma is dependent. Only that Paramatma can protect. So yata etac cid-ātmakam. Cid-ātmakam. That's another aspect Gajendra is invoking here. Okay. Yata etac cid-ātmakam puruṣāyādi-bījāya pareśāyābhidhīmahi. That's the last line. Puruṣāyādi-bījāya pareśā. We can take these in different words like Purusha. Okay, let me show the screen. Okay. Puruṣāyādi-bījāya pareśāyābhidhīmahi. So Purusha, Adi Bija, Paresha. 3 words. Or you can take them as 2 words. Adi Purusha, 3 words. Adi Purusha, Adi Bija and Paresha. So you can translate these into 2 different ways. So Purusha, one of the characteristics of Purusha is Adi Purusha. So first we'll talk about Purusha. So Purusha, what's the definition of Purusha? Multiple, I think in this is one of the words which has been defined most elaboratively than anything else. The word Purusha. In simple words, it means the same thing, Bhagavan, as we discussed a few minutes ago. If you want in English, the cosmic man. Okay, Purusha, generally people think that it's a man, right? But there's no gender. Okay, so but if you want to understand it in simple English words, you can just consider it as cosmic man, Purusha, the supreme man or cosmic man, something like that. So Purusha. So there are different meanings of Purusha given by Acharyas in different contexts, in different sampradayas. Some of the meanings that I know is Puru. The word Puru means
the supreme enjoyer. I think I read that. The
yes.
one who enjoys is the
No, in one sense,
ethical.
Purusha means the Bhagavan only. So whatever definition that we described for Bhagavan holds good here also. But here, the word Puru means gift or blessings. And Sanoti means the giver, one who gives. So Purusha, the word Purusha, one of the meanings given by the Acharyas is one who gives gifts. One who gives gifts or blessings is Purusha. So what kind of gifts Bhagavan gives, or Purusha, this Supreme Personality gives? So there are many examples. In Ramayana, we can see how Shabari, every day she was waiting for Lord Ramachandra. For how many years, Lavanya garu? 14 years or how many years she waited for? Maybe you're on mute. Okay. So Shabari waited for Ramachandra for several years that he will come. He will come and give his darshan to Shabari. Lord, collect fruits from different trees. Okay, again I got a message. Internet connection is unstable. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, little bit breaking properly. Now I think it's better.
Okay. Okay. So Shabari, every day she used to decorate the courtyard of her house and make arrangements, collect different fruits from different trees and wait for Ramchandra. Every day she thinks that Ramchandra will come that day. And like that she waited for several years. And finally Ramchandra came and gave his darshan as a gift for her. So from Ramayana, from Bhagavatam, from Mahabharata, we can see many examples of the Lord, how he gives gifts to devotees in different ways. Puru means gift and Sanoti means give. One who gives gifts to the devotees is Purusha. Another meaning of Purusha is Pura Kushan. Pura means Pura Kushan means one who keeps the devotees in the forefront, and he stays behind. Pura Kushan is Purusha, one who keeps his devotees in the forefront and he stays behind. What is the example for this? Sakshi Gopal story. Sakshi Gopal, the deity, not even the person God, but the deity, the Archa Murti of Bhagavan, Sakshi Gopal. The deity walked behind a devotee, keeping the devotee in the forefront and Bhagavan walking behind. So Krishna tells in Uddhava Gita, when Krishna explains Bhakti Yoga to Uddhava, Krishna says, Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvaira samadarshinaha aham vrajam yanunit. No. Aham vrajamyanu nityam pūyayityāṅghrireṇubihi. Aham vrajami anu nityam. Aham, I, vrajami, move or walk. I always move or walk following the footsteps of my devotees. Anuvraja means follow. Anu means to follow. Vraja means to walk or to move. Anuvraja means to walking by following the footsteps of somebody. So Bhagavan is following the footsteps of the devotee here. Sakshi Gopal is following the footsteps of his devotee and walking. Like that he walked for 100 days. Shataham. Bhagavatam describes how many days he walked. Shataham. So this is another meaning of Purusha. Pura Kushan is Purusha. One who keeps the devotees in the front and he walks behind. So this Purusha is the primeval cause of all the living entities. Sarva Karana Karanam. So he's the first and foremost being. That's why Adi Purusha, from whom everything else emanates. From whom everything else emanates. Both Chara and Achara, everything emanates from him. And even from spiritual world, both in spiritual world and material world, everything emanates from this Purusha. Adi Purusha. He is the first and foremost Purusha. And that first and foremost Purusha, Bhagavan, Vishnu or Narayana, he takes different avatars called puruṣāvataras. There are different avatars, different categories of avatars that Bhagavan takes. One category of his avatars is puruṣāvataras. Another category of his avatars is Leela-avatara. Another category of his avatars is Guna-avatara. So Purusha-avatara, Leela-avatara, Guna-avatara, and so on. Guna-avatara means Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Leela-avatara means Rama-avatara, Krishna-avatara, Narsimha-avatara, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, ityadi. These are Leela-avataras. That means an avatara of the Lord to perform a particular Leela. That is the category of Leela-avatara. Guna-avatara means avatara based on the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. The avatara based on Sattva guna is Vishnu. Avatara that is based on Rajoguna is Brahma. Avatara that is based on Tamoguna is Maheshwara. That is Lord Shiva. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, these are Gunavataras based on Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Because Brahma is responsible for creating. To create something, you need mode of passion. And once it is created, you need to maintain. To maintain, you need to have mode of goodness. And in the end, it has to be destroyed, right? When the pralaya, Srishti pralaya happens, everything has to be destroyed. And who does that? Shiva. So like that, based on the three gunas, those three incarnations, Gunavataras, like that, there is a category of Bhagavan avatars called Puruṣāvatara. So Puruṣāvatara, there are three avatars. What are the three avatars of Puruṣāvatara? Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. These are the three Puruṣāvataras. Because we are talking about Purusha in Gajendra Stuti first sloka, puruṣāyādi-bījāya, Adi Purusha or Purusha. So we are talking about Puruṣāvatara. So the three Puruṣāvataras are Karano. Okay, you can repeat after me. Karanodakshaya Vishnu,
Karanodakshaya Vishnu,
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu,
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu,
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Okay. So who is Karanodakshaya Vishnu? Karanodakshaya Vishnu is that Vishnu who lies down in the milk ocean, called Karana ocean. You all have seen the picture of Mahavishnu lying down in the ocean, and you see some bubbles, right? So those bubbles are nothing but when Mahavishnu is breathing, with every exhalation, when he breathes out, all the Brahmandas come out from him. So all those bubbles that you see in that picture, they are nothing but the Brahmandas. And when he inhales, all those Brahmandas get destroyed, and they go into the tummy of Mahavishnu. That is annihilation. That is called annihilation. Laya, Srishti, Striti and Laya. So when that Laya happens, everything is hibernated. Have you ever heard this word hibernation? The penguins, they hibernate for 6 months or so. When it is extremely cold, they hibernate. They don't go around, they don't move. They just stand or sit still. So hibernating. So like that, all the jivas will be hibernated in the tummy of Mahavishnu when that laya happens. And then when the Srishti happens again, all the jivas will be created. So that is the first one, Karanodakshaya Vishnu. Second one is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Now when all the Brahmandas are created, they have to be maintained, right? How are they maintained? That Vishnu, that Purusha, in one of the avatars called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, enters into each and every planet, each and every universe. That is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So this is one avatara, the Purusha avatara. So you can consider that as the super soul of the universe. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, the super soul of the universe, who is maintaining that universe, controlling that universe. And finally, the third Purushavatara is, what is the third Purushavatara?
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is nothing but the Paramatma in our heart. The super soul in our heart is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Shiro is the one in all karma, right? Garbho is the one in our heart.
No. Kshira is our heart.
But Prabhuji, Kshira means Palasamudram, right?
Yeah. Kshira means Palasamudram, but in this particular context, the super soul, who is the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, there has to be a different meaning of that word Kshira in Sanskrit.
When Prabhuji took class on this, he told that the non-living, everything, like every kern has Kshirodakshaya, but we have Garbhodakshaya. That's what he told. I don't know.
No. The super soul, is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. So I just Googled here, and AI nicely summarized everything here. See, look here. Karanodakshaya Vishnu creates the total material energy, Mahat, and is the source of all universes, lying on the causal ocean. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters into each individual universe and creates the universal elements lying on the universal ocean within the each universe. The Paramatma for each universe is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And Kshirodakshaya Vishnu resides within the heart of every living entity, living being as Paramatma. So I agree, Kshira means milk, but in this particular context, there has to be a different meaning of Kshira. So we can research that some other time. Let's see if it gives any meaning here. I mean the word definition. Yeah. Anyways, I'll get back to this. Okay. But don't get too confused. Just stick to this. Karana, Garbha, Kshira. The ocean name is also Karana Ocean actually. Karana Udaka Shai. That's how you have to interpret it. Is Karana Udaka Shai. And Garbha Udaka Shai. Kshira Udaka Shai. That is Paramatma. Okay. So these are the three Puruṣāvataras who are responsible for creating and maintaining different things. So what's the time? It's 10 o'clock, right? Puruṣāyādi-bījāya. Okay, we'll just spend another maybe 3-4 minutes and then we'll end. So Purusha and Adi Purusha, okay, both are same. And Adi-bījāya, he is the seed-giving father of all the living entities. All the jivas are his part and parcel. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 4 chapters, in multiple shlokas, he tells, Mamaivamsho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha mama eva amsha. Mamaivamsho jivaloke. In this loka, in this creation, the jivas are nothing but my amsha. Mama eva amsha. Mama means mine. Eva means only. Only my amsha. Mama eva amsha. Mama evamsha jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Eternally they are my part and parcel. They are my amsha. Just like a child is an amsha of the parent. Similarly, who is our Supreme Father? Supreme Father is Bhagavan, Narayana, Vishnu, Krishna. And we are all his part and parcel. So, Mama Eva Amsha. And in another shloka, Krishna says, Aham Bija Pradapita. Aham Bija Pradapita. I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities. Aham Bija Pradapita. Aham Bija Pradapita. So like that, we can understand how we are all part and parcel. That is the meaning of the word Bījāya. Adi-bījāya. Next, Pareśā. The last word is Pareśā. Para plus Isha. Pareśā. Now, what's the meaning of the word Isha?
God.
Okay. More specific.
Isn't it Durga?
No. Not Durga. So, Isha means controller. The simple meaning of the word Isha means controller. That's why we say Ishvara, right? There is the word Ishvara and then Parameshvara. Ishvara means the controller. Isha, Ishvara is controller. Parameshvara means supreme controller. So who is Ishvara? Lord Shiva is the controller. And who is Parameshvara? Vishnu or Narayana or Krishna is Parameshvara. So here Gajendra is saying Paresha. In Damodarashtakam also, what's the first line there? Namam Ishwaram. Namam Ishwaram. Okay. So here Gajendra is saying Paresha. That means the supreme controller. Supreme controller who controls everything, all the living entities. Only you, O Bhagavan, only you can save me. Because you are the controller of everybody. You're the controller of all the devatas. You're the controller of this crocodile. You're the controller of even Lord Shiva, Brahma, Shiva also. So, please come and help me. pareśāyādi-bījāya abhidhīmahi. Dhīmahi means let me meditate. Let me meditate. So I'm showing the word for word meaning here for of this. Purusha, the supreme person. Ādi-bījāya, who is the origin or root cause of everything. Pareśāya, who is supreme, transcendental and worshipable for such exalted persons as Brahma, Shiva. In other words, Paresha means who is the controller of even Brahma and Shiva also. If Brahma and Shiva are considered as the topmost living entities, Paresha is even higher than Brahma and Shiva. Paresha is the controller of even Brahma and Shiva also. Finally, Abhidhīmahi. Let me meditate upon him. Let me meditate upon that personality who is Purusha, Adi-bija, Paresha, Bhagavan. All these characteristics. Om bhagavate tasmai etac cid-ātmakam puruṣāyādi-bījāya pareśāyābhidhīmahi. Okay. So, good. We made it. We successfully completed first shloka. Any quick questions, comments, reflections?
I'm still waiting for your more information on Vrindavan, Prabhuji, your experience. Please share something more on that.
Vrindavan. Yes. Yeah. Vrindavan.
You said that you will share some experience. I'm waiting, Prabhuji.
So in the beginning of the call, were you there when I spoke about the Govardhan Parikrama, Sashtanga Pranam, how they do it?
That I heard.
You heard.
Yes, Prabhuji. That I know. I've seen also that, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
I've seen all that.
Yeah. So
Yesterday you wanted to say something. This was the thing, Prabhuji?
no. I'm just trying to see what I can say in just few minutes. We're already 10:08 now. So Vrindavan, we have to see with our Shastra Chakshu, not with our material eyes, but we have to see with Shastra Chakshu. When we see through Shastra Chakshu, through the eyes of scriptures, everything in Vrindavan will look very special. The trees in Vrindavan, they are not ordinary trees. They are not ordinary trees. There is a tree called Ter Kadamba tree. Have you seen that, Ankita?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Kadamba.
Near that Yamuna, that Yamuna
Right,
river, right?
right opposite Yamuna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
Right opposite. You park your car there. On the left side, you can take a boat ride in Yamuna, and on the right side, there is a tree called Kadamba tree. This was the
They put
tree.
diya and everything.
They put diya,
Kadamba
but
Vruksham.
this is
Kadamba Vruksham.
yes, Kadamba.
Kadamba.
Correct. Yeah. So this is the tree under which Lord Krishna sat and meditated personally. 5,000 years
Played
ago.
Murli, na Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Murli. He sat and played Murli there.
Played Murli also. Yes. He plays Murli everywhere. He plays Murli on the banks of Yamuna River. He plays Murli sitting under the Ter Kadamba tree. He plays Murli everywhere. While grazing the cows also, he plays Murli. How he calls out to the cows. Nanda Maharaj has 99 lakh cows. When Krishna Balaram takes all these 99 lakh cows to the field for grazing, and in the evening when it is time to go home, how does Krishna call all these cows? Krishna categorizes them into some groups. Like all the cows whose features look like a small baby's face. Okay, they're very cute. The cows that have a cute face, especially calves, right? The small calves, they have small cute face, just like a cute baby. Krishna groups them in one group, and he gives some name to that group. Like Padmini, one of the names of the groups of the cows is Padmini. So how does he call the name Padmini? By playing Murli. He doesn't call the name Padmini. He plays Padmini on the flute. So simply by hearing, flute, those who can play flute, Sharvani is not there today, but her son, he plays flute. Those who play flute, they know how to play Padmini, how to say the name Padmini on Murli. So like that, he calls out different groups. In each group, there will be thousands of cows. So he calls out these different names by playing Murli, and all those cows will come to him, and they all go home. So like this, under Ter Kadamba tree, yes, Krishna used to play Murli, but more than that, he used to meditate. And the same Ter Kadamba tree, just 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, he sat under that same tree and he meditated. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't have a flute, but he used to sit under the same tree and meditate. So you can actually go there, hug the tree. It's very special. Ter Kadamba tree. That same tree, 5,000 years ago, the tree was touched by Krishna. The tree under which Krishna sat and meditated. So we saw the tree also, Ter Kadamba tree.
So the tree age is 5,000 years, Prabhuji?
It's probably more than that, but definitely at least 5,000 years. Because it was created sometime in Dwapara Yuga, and the lifespan of Dwapara Yuga is 2 times of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. 2 times of that is the age of Dwapara Yuga. So it is much older than 5,000 years. That is still there because of the power and potency of Krishna. It was touched by Krishna. Krishna touched many trees, but this tree is very special, Ter Kadamba tree. So we took darshan of the tree. So
I don't know. It was allowed to be touched? Because I remember it was behind the bar, like they have surrounded it with bars, so you cannot touch or something like that. That's what I remember some 3 years back.
we were able to. We even hugged it.
They opened the door or maybe something like that. So you went inside that?
Yes. Yeah.
Shutters. There were shutters actually when I went.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was open.
Okay. Maybe they were open for Kartik month, maybe. Not sure.
Maybe. Or maybe when a yatra group comes, they open. We don't know.
Okay, yeah. Because when I went, it was shuttered. It was locked. It was not allowed to go inside. You can aarti from outside and pray and you can go. That's what I was told.
Okay. Yeah.
But then he reminded me of Prabhuji, same thing. Radhanaj Prabhuji also said the same thing when Krishna came back after 100 years. He was going and calling each cow with that murli, same thing like which he just told.
Yeah.
I remember his sentence.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did anyone else hear that lecture? Shamala? Did you listen to that lecture?
No, not completed, Prabhuji.
Okay. Sure. Okay. If nothing else, then we will conclude the call here. Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Grantara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Dhanyavad.
Narayana Guru Bhagavan.
Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.